Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and thank you all for coming here tonight. I am very exhilarated and thrilled that you responded to this call for us to come and share our stories, our views, and our ideas. And I thank the organizers of the event for considering to invite me to be part of the talk tonight. I'm quite aware that I'm talking to very, very well settled individuals sitting here, well accomplished, illustrious, notable in the different endeavors of their lives. That notwithstanding, I hope that my words will be able to contribute something, no matter how little, to the making of each and any one of us to become a better version of ourselves. I want to talk today about something which is timeless. I want to talk about the power of being a nice human being, a pleasant human being, a helpful, contributing personality in your community, in the society, and for humanity. Why is it important for you to think beyond yourself, to understand and appreciate the fact that your value must transcend beyond you, and that something must happen back to the world because of your own sacrifices and your own initiatives, because you went out of your way to support humanity, because you became the beacon light of hope, a candle that led people in the dark wherever you found yourself. And you did that deliberately and consciously and intentionally. My dear friends, one of my heroes, a renowned film actor and sportsman, Dwayne Johnson, some people call him Dwayne The Rock, he once said that even though it is nice to be important, it is even more important to be nice. It is even more important to be a nice human being, to be a pleasant human being, to be a good human being. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, the greatest boxer, he said, service to other people is the price we pay for our room in this world. And Dr. Martin Luther King said, even though most people may not be famous, but anyone can become great. To become great, you need to serve. You need to help other people. You need to go out of your way. Service is greatness. Thinking and helping other people, supporting other people to arrive at their own particular destinations. My dear friends, I understand that you've achieved a lot in your lives, and there is more you still need to achieve. Why not? There's always room for improvement. We are all seeking for joy. I learned from Oprah Winfrey that the common denominator of the human existence is for us to be the highest possible that we are meant to be the truest and biggest expression of ourselves as human beings. Many people have said that true happiness happens to any soul when this soul becomes helpful and supportive and contributive and make other people to be happy as well. Mother Teresa of Calcutta believes in this kind of life, a life of service. Nietzsche once said that no matter your titles, your accolades, your honors, your trophies, whenever you meet a human soul, just be another human soul. You are invited to change the world. When many people hear about changing the world, they are worried. They are skeptical, they are afraid. They think that they are like small fishes in very big seas or oceans, and that their own opinion cannot be felt by the world, and that their contributions cannot go a long way to create necessary changes for humanity. But that is not true. All the greatest movements in the world of thought and action that we are experiencing and that we know, they happened in the world because of the actions of single individuals like you and me. They all began with the same material, the same competencies, the same abilities, the same techniques and capabilities that we have. The thing is that they endured what we don't want to endure. They believed more in themselves, and they carried on in their journey, irrespective of opposition from without and confusion from within. My dear friends, you're invited to change the world, to do little things in extraordinary ways. If you cannot do a great thing, do a small thing in a great way. You may not be expected to go to Ukraine to try to stop the war, or to raise a valley, or move a mountain, or stop an ocean, or wrestle with a hurricane. But you are expected to smile to a stranger, to raise a downtrodden, to rebuke a bully, to show concern to a homeless person. Simple acts like a genuine smile, an encouraging word, a listening ear can go a long way to help humanity. I had this experience the day I went to a certain school to talk to young people. And the next time I went, one young guy followed me and told me, "Thank you for saving my life." I was like, "What did I do to you?" He said, "When you came to talk to us the other day, I was not in my best mood. I was contemplating suicide. It looked like the whole world was on my shoulders and that there is nothing I had to live for again. But when you told us about your story, about your growing up in Africa, and about the limited material resources, I suddenly realized how rich I was, how I was surrounded with abundance. And that gave me a reason to live again, to take advantage of what I had. And now I can feel the energy to carry on." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I didn't realize I had that effect on you. And thank you. I found time to talk with this guy." Let me tell you a powerful story of a great guy called Kenneth Baring. I learned about Kenneth from another illustrious motivational speaker called Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is known by many in America as one of the greatest of all time in how he communicates and talks to the world. Jack Canfield talks about goals, and according to him, the last goal is legacy, contribution, giving something back to the world. He gave a certain speech somewhere, and when he was talking about goals, he mentioned someone he knows called Kenneth Baring, and he said that the life of Kenneth passed through 4 different phases. The first 3 were tough. Kenneth decided to become a happy person. He was a millionaire at that time. And he thought of what to do to become happy, how to use his millions to invigorate, to uplift, to thrill his own self, to be ecstatic, to be joyful, to be relaxed. And he decided to buy stuff. He bought a private airplane, an estate, a yacht, good wine, good food, good paintings. But Kenneth realized that there was still a certain emptiness in himself. He was not really completely happy as he had expected. He thought there was still something more he could do. He decided to buy additional stuff. And still yet, he was not completely happy as he had expected. And the third phase, he decided now to buy different stuff, different things. That's when he bought a football team called the Seattle Seahawks and became a co-owner. But still, he was not really happy. Out of the blue, he had a phone call from a friend inviting him to go along with him to a country called Bosnia and donate wheelchairs to young people. Some of them have lost their limbs because of the wars, landmines, but some of them were born like that. These wheelchairs will help these young people to give them freedom and mobility. Kenneth was like, "Why not? I'm going to go with you." Kenneth said, when he helped the first young guy and placed this guy on his chair, the guy wept with joy and couldn't let Kenneth go. And with the help of an interpreter, this guy told Kenneth, "Please, Can you look at me once more? I want to memorize your face so that when I see you in heaven, I'll be able to thank you again. Wow. These words pierced Kenneth like a golden arrow. He shed his tears of joy for the first time. And Kenneth says that that is the only time in his life he actually felt the true meaning of joy. When he returned back to the United States, he created the foundation, the Wheelchair Foundation. And as we're speaking today, he's helped thousands of young people around the world with wheelchairs, supporting them to gain their mobility. He understands that there is true meaning in contribution to community, to society, and to humanity, that our journeys are incomplete until we live in such a way that our success makes other people to feel successful and to feel happy because of our own sacrifices. He later on went to create another organization or foundation that supplies and helps people around the world to have clean water, because he knew that, or he realized that there are thousands of other people around the world who are suffering different diseases because of lack of clean water. He thinks that the best aspect of life, the best gift to give yourself, is to live a life of purpose. Purpose. That's important. He wrote a book, The Power of Purpose. The world is filled with countless individuals like that, who eventually achieve happiness, realize happiness, just because they are able to help other people. One day I was listening to Denzel Washington, and he said that the most selfish thing you can do is to help other people, because the kind of joy you have when you support people, when you understand that something is going right in the world because of your own sacrifices, because of something, some value which exuded out of your own effort. Wow. It's like you actually came to the world to do things. In his 6 Rules of Success, Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about giving back to the world. After everything, you give something back to the world. He tells the world that he's ready to play chess with a 6-year-old boy or girl than to work another Hollywood premiere. He's achieved everything that people should achieve in show business. But he understands the importance of giving something back to the world, giving something back to humanity, being a pleasant, a nice, a cheerful human being who understands that basic humanity resides in everybody, who gives it to the world. My dear friends, wherever you are in the world, whenever you get to that room, be the light of the room. Bring life to that room, but most importantly, enlighten the minds of the people in the room. Let something happen better because you're there. Remember the Gospel of Matthew. Be like a city built on the hilltop and cannot be hidden, a light in the candlestick that shows the way to people who patrol that room where you are. Be a pleasant human being and be a kind human being. Remember, even though it is nice to be important, it is more important to be nice. I leave you with these words today. When you go back, work hard, dream big, aim to become the best that man or woman can be. Endure, persevere, dedicate, carry on, achieve it all. But give something back to humanity. Success is not complete until you live in a way that helps other people to be successful. Thank you.